Hello friends, today is the day where I'm going to sit down and tell you exactly what I'm doing to try and regrow my hair, to help it stay healthy and strong and hopefully build back up the volume from the hair loss that I've experienced. To give you a super duper quick summary of what's happened, I developed menorrhagia, aka heavy periods. As a result of that, I developed anemia, which is an iron deficiency, and therefore I started to lose my hair. So now I'm on a journey of building it back up. If you want to know more about all of that, it's all in my previous videos. So let's jump straight into it. The first thing that I did was find the cause of my hair loss and then treat that cause. So for me, the cause of my hair loss was anemia. I went straight in for blood tests as soon as I started realizing that my hair was falling out, and quickly enough, I discovered that I had anemia, and very severe anemia at that. In order to treat this, I've done two things. One, I've treated the root cause, which is my menorrhagia, my heavy periods. To treat that, I've had a Marina coil fitted, which I'm coming up on 6 weeks of having that in, and it's so far so good, which is amazing news. And the second thing is I treated the actual resulting anemia, which was the low iron levels. My levels were so low that when I went to a specialist, he said I needed an immediate iron infusion to bring my levels back up, because it would have taken 6 months or more to get my levels back to where they needed to be through simple oral supplements. So he instead recommended a blood infusion of iron, which is what I had. I mean, I had a little bit of a rocky time as the iron settled into my system, but it's in there now and it's doing well. So number one, I treated the root cause. I've stopped the heavy bleeding and I've replenished my iron stores. And the other thing that I did at the very beginning of my hair journey was getting a massive haircut. I'll pop up the before and after picture here. I got maybe 1.5 inches cut off my hair, and it immediately made me feel so much better. Having a nice, shorter, blunter cut just made my hair feel thicker, even though obviously it is no thicker, but it feels thicker just having it a bit shorter with a blunt cut. So definitely recommend that. And it also just feels like I have a clean slate from which to start this whole journey of regrowing my hair. And I should probably mention here that I will definitely be getting very regular haircuts going forward. I'm thinking every 8 weeks, 6 to 8 weeks going forward. Just want to get a little trim to keep it nice and healthy on the ends. Next up, let's talk about styling and my protocol with all that good stuff. I have a strict no heat policy now. No blow drying, no curling tongs, not even my beloved Dyson Airwrap. I hope that one day I can go back to using my Dyson Airwrap even just once a month, but right now I'm having a strict no heat policy for as long as I physically can hold out, and then maybe one day I'll go back to using heat once in a blue moon. But right now, as we're in the recovery phase, no heat at all. Which might leave you asking, Zanna, how did you get these curls? And I got these curls using my little heatless curls hairband. I just clip this into my hair, wrap my hair around it, and then this gives me heatless curls. And this was in from this morning from 8 AM till 12, and in 4 hours it gave me these curls. So highly recommend getting the heatless curls kit. I will leave one link down below. That is what I'm using to get my curls. But even with that, I'm only doing heatless curls maybe once a week, potentially twice if I have a photo shoot or something, but I'm trying to only use it for special occasions. So I just want my hair to be in its natural state as much as physically possible. So I am learning to embrace my natural hair texture, which is very far from this. My natural hair texture is kind of frizzy and messy and a bit piecey, but I'm just trying to roll with it. So I'm wearing it loose. I've invested in lots of different clips, lots of different hair clips like these, which I've been using to clip up my hair. I'll leave some link down below that I've been using. Most of them are from Oliver Bonus. Like, how cute are these little clips? I just love them. So I've been getting lots of little clips to put my hair in low, gentle hairstyles. The main thing is that I'm trying to avoid scraping my hair back and putting it in tight updos. I will do that if I'm going running, because my hair needs to be in a tight updo to stay held there when I'm bouncing along on my run. But besides that, the vast majority of the time I'm leaving my hair loose, or I'm putting it in a low, gentle bun using a silk hair bubble, which I'll talk more about later, or I'm putting it in a low little claw clip at the base of my neck. So that is what I'm doing at the moment. Treating it super gently, putting my heatless curls in as little as possible, just trying to be delicate and kind with how I style my hair, and just trying to rock my natural hair texture, which I haven't done for quite a few years, so. And when I do style my hair, for example with these heatless curls, I'm not putting in super extreme hold hairspray, because I found that using those really intense holding products meant that when I brushed them out, it felt quite intense on my hair. It felt like it was harsh on my hair to brush through that sort of hairspray. So I've been using gentle hairsprays like this Amica Fluxus touchable hairspray, which is a lot softer and quite easy to brush through and brush out, and feels like it doesn't damage my hair like the super intense extreme hold, you know what I mean, hairsprays. So I'm just using this one, which is really nice. Again, I'll leave this link down below. And a final thing that I'll mention here is colouring. I'm not colouring my hair. I have coloured my hair probably twice in the past 8 years. I am naturally blonde. This is pretty much my natural hair colour, but I have lightened it up a couple of times over the past 8 years. Once during COVID when everything got very dull because I wasn't seeing any sunshine because I was trapped indoors for a long time. But I'm having a strict no colouring policy as well. No heat, no colour, gentle styles, minimal product, blah, 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 blah. Minimal intense hold product. I'm using lots of different products. Maybe I'll tell you about that now. I'm in my bathroom and it feels like the perfect place for me to talk to you guys about the products that I'm using on my hair and the treatments and all that sorts of good stuff. So the first thing is that I'm actually washing my hair more often. When I told my trichologist that I was washing my hair maybe every 4 or 5 days, she said, actually, for someone like me who's trying to stimulate hair growth from the root, it's really important for me to be washing my hair a little bit more frequently than that. So I'm washing my hair pretty much every other day at the moment because it's really important for my scalp to be cleansed and stimulated. So the shampoo and conditioner that I'm currently using, I just got a fresh couple of pots of these, is the Red Ken Extreme Anti-Snap Protein Damage Strength Repair, this, that and the other. Anyway, I'll just leave it linked down below. I picked this one up as it was recommended and I thought I'd give it a go. So far so good. I've got through 2 bottles already, so I'm enjoying it. But one thing to bear in mind is that pretty much every time I wash my hair, I try and set aside 20 minutes before I get in the shower to put in a treatment, leave it on my locks, put it in a shower cap and leave it there before I get into the shower. So the treatments that I've been swearing by at the moment have been these two. Again, I will leave all these things linked down below, guys. Either the Olaplex No. 8 Bond Intense Moisture Mask, the Olaplex one, and also I've been using this one. This is Brio Geo and it's called Don't Despair Repair. Love that. I did have the Philip Kingsley Elasticizer, but I wouldn't recommend that because you use so much of it to coat your hair and you don't get much in a pot and you use it so quickly and it's so expensive. So I just feel like, no, don't recommend that one. I mean, it might work amazingly, but it's just so expensive for so little product. So these are the two that I'm using. They're not cheap, but I feel like you get a lot more uses out of them per pot. So that's what I'm using at the moment. Before I get in the shower, sit on my hair for 10 minutes. Make sure you put your hair in a shower cap so a bit of heat and moisture builds up to help it penetrate the hair. That's what my trichologist said. Then get in the shower, use my shampoo and conditioner, and then once I get out the shower, that is when I apply my leave-in treatments, and I apply them every time I wash my hair, and they are key. So the first one is the Philip Kingsley Trichology Protein Volume Spray, I think it's called. I'll put a photo on screen here. I just ran out of it, but I have ordered a fresh one, which is hopefully going to arrive tomorrow, but it is amazing. I put that in every single day on my wet hair. And I also put in some leave-in conditioner, and it's one of these two products. Right now I'm obsessed with the Aveda one. This is the Aveda Botanical Repair Strengthening Leave-In Treatment. I've almost finished this tube. I think it's so good. I've just reordered a fresh tube because I'm loving it. But the other leave-in conditioner that I have been using is the Living Proof Restore Perfecting Spray, which is like a spray-in misty leave-in conditioner, whereas this one's more of like a creamy leave-in conditioner. So those are the two leave-in conditioners that I am putting into my hair. I just put them from my midsection down to my ends, comb it through with my fingertips. I'm not necessarily using a hairbrush while my hair's wet. I'm kind of using my fingertips, or if it needs a real brush, a wide tooth comb. And I'm putting the product in mid-lengths to ends, and then I'm letting my hair dry naturally. So that is my post hair wash routine. I have brought it to the bedroom so I can tell you about my super silky soft silk pillowcase. I have one on my pillow right now. This is my second one that I alternate when they're washing, and this is amazing for your hair. I don't really know the science behind why it's so good, but basically I think it's because it causes less traction on your strands when you're tossing and turning in bed at night, so you damage your hair less when you're sleeping. So I use a silk pillowcase, but I also use silk hair bobbles. So I have little baby silk hair bobbles like this, which I use to go on the end of my plaits or anything like that I'm doing, or the end of my heatless curls when they're in my little twizzly tubey thing. And then I have these bigger silk scrunchies that I use for silk hair bubbles, sorry, that I use when I'm tying my hair up to exercise or in a low burn or anything like that. So all of the silk goodies. And in terms of brushes, I do have a wooden wide tooth comb and also a plastic wide tooth comb, which I have next door. And for brushes, I have these two brushes. Sorry, you can see my hair in them. Should I clean them before I put them on camera? Maybe. So here we go. These are my two different hairbrushes. I have this super duper soft one. I don't really know what to call this, but this is what came up when I googled like the softest hairbrush for your hair. So this is the one that I have, and it's really, really gentle and lovely. So I definitely recommend this. I'll leave a link down below. And then this is called a head jog straw brush. But it's basically designed to be super gentle and also appropriate for use on wet hair if you do want to brush your hair when it's wet. Obviously I try and use my fingers or a comb, but if you do want to brush your hair, this is supposed to be gentle enough and flexible enough to handle your hair when it's wet. It's also just like super gentle. I really like it. I really like this hairbrush. This is my favourite hairbrush I've had in a long time. I've been through quite a few different hairbrushes and this is my favourite. So again, I'll leave a link down below if I can find it online. And last but not least, I want to talk to you guys about the importance of lifestyle. And this is something which I feel like I'm pretty good at. I feel like I nail my healthy, balanced lifestyle, but I don't want to not mention these things and take them for granted, because I actually think it's really, really important that we keep on top of these elements of our lifestyle, because they definitely help to contribute towards healthy hair. So obviously the basic things like sleeping enough, getting enough sleep, guys, very important. Exercising regularly, elevating your heart rate, challenging your body in new ways, nourishing your body with a healthy, balanced, diverse diet, rich in lots of plant foods and proteins, and managing your stress, making sure that you're not literally losing your hair over the stress that you're facing in your life. Like, those are the 4 pillars that we all need to be trying to be nailing every single day. Much easier said than done. But besides those basics, other things that I personally try to think about, because I'm somebody who is on a plant-focused diet, is I make sure that I get enough protein in my diet. And that's not just through consciously trying to get enough protein in my meals, but I do actually try and have a protein shake pretty much every single day. I just mix protein powder, the Huel protein powder, with some water or some oat milk, and have that as a shake every day just as a snack, because for me it's really important that I get enough protein in, because your hair is literally, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think it's literally just like made of protein. It's mostly protein. Am I making that up? I feel like I could be making that up, but I do think it's quite important for your hair to have lots of protein. So I'm eating a lot of protein, okay? I'm having a shake a day. And I also make sure that I'm taking my daily supplements. These vary for every single person, the supplements that you need to take, but I take things, for example, like B12, vitamin D, omegas, zinc, magnesium, all of that good stuff. I supplement with it all because I'm somebody who likes to cover their bases, because I am anal like that. So yes, I make sure I take my supplements every day, and I also have my little protein shake every day, or blend it into a smoothie or add it into my porridge, just to have some protein every damn day. And that is what I'm doing to work towards growing my hair, recovering my hair, having my hair get thicker, healthier and stronger. And I have to say the hardest part of all of this has been letting go of styling my hair regularly. I love to style my hair, I love to have curls in like this, and although my heatless curls are actually pretty good for my hair, I still don't want to be applying hairspray every single day. So I'm just trying to embrace my natural hair texture as much as I can. Yeah, I think it's hard when your hair is such a big part of your image and you're used to styling it a certain way, to have to learn to style it a different way, to treat it a different way, to look after it a different way. It's definitely an adjustment process, but I can already feel, maybe it's a placebo, but I can already feel that it's starting to pay off, you know. My hair feels already healthier and softer, so bring it on. I know it's a long game, I know it's going to take a long old time for my hair to recover, but I'm really, really excited to see the progress that I can hopefully make by taking good, conscious care of my hair. As I said in the video, anything that I can link, I will link down below. If you found this useful, please hit thumbs up, please hit subscribe, please leave a comment, and I'll see you super soon. Love you lots.